Hey guys, welcome back to Sean Does DIY. It's time to tear down the old bench, put the new one in. This bench has been great. I built it about 6 years ago. I just needed something quick, so some 2x4s, MDF on top, pegboard, threw it up there, got the tools somewhat organized. But I've been working pretty hard on the design for the new bench. I'm gonna replace the radial, put the new miter saw in its place. Kind of where I want things to be, how I want things to be stored, just to help myself be a little bit more efficient in the shop. All right guys, let's get started. Here we are, halfway through the build. The frame of the bench is all done. It looks great. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I think it's gonna look great when it's all done. And I said, let me put the miter saw up there. I wanna see how it looks up there. I wanna do a quick test fit before we get too far ahead of ourselves here. And I made a design error that I didn't even think about when I was designing it. So it's here where I want it, about, just thrown up there. It turns, it doesn't hit the wall back there. But if I go all the way to the left, I hit 40 degrees. If I go all the way to this way, that gives me about 52 degrees. So yeah, that sucks. But it's a relatively easy fix. It's just gonna be kind of a pain in the butt. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an angle here and an angle here that allow this to move left and right the full swing without having to pull the saw all the way up here, which I don't want it to do. I don't want it to sit out that far. So yeah, not too bad, but it is what it is. So, all right, let's get back to work. And we're back. So as you can see, I had to make some modifications to the original design. It's not exactly what I would have done if I had designed it correctly the first time, but it'll work, especially once you put the the plywood on and trim and all that other stuff. You won't see all these ugly cuts and stuff, but it now it works. So I'm gonna go all the way to 50. I got plenty of room over there. Go all the way to 60 on this side. I got plenty of room on there. So that'll work. Cool. All right guys, here it is, the new bench, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. There's a couple little things that I did different from my original design. As I started building and working out here, I decided over here where this French cleat wall is, originally it was like shelves and cabinets and stuff, but as I got to building and seeing how much space I had for stuff up here, stuff below, and then with the track for the garage door, I just decided it would be kind of pointless to have shelves and cabinets up there. So French cleat wall, and I can add stuff as I go along at some point. So yeah, like I said, really happy with the way it turned out. And now let's take a look at some of the things I built into it. Starting on this end of the bench, I've got my air compressor, some air nailers down there on some pegboard on the side there. And then there's a drawer here. It's just got boxes of nails and stuff for the air nailers, and there's some air tools and stuff in here, air stuff. And then up here, because of the way the garage door is, I've only got about 10 inches from the wall to the track. So I just put a little shelf here. It's got, stains and glues and stuff like that. And then I built some little boxes here that's got, brushes and other junk. Stuff that I can, keep myself organized or really just hide stuff away. So one of the things I wanted to do when I started designing this bench was get rid of all that pegboard that was up there that had all the tools up there, the wrenches and all that stuff that I don't really need all the time, and just get it out of the way and just have the stuff I use most of the time up there. So what I decided to do was take all those tools, and I just got this rollaway box here. It's just a toolbox that I can put all that stuff in and put it under here when I'm not using it. I could take it out, I could roll it out to the truck, or whatever I need to do. It's got all the wrenches and just other stuff in it like that. And then another place to have is my all my little, tools that I use all the time, just in these drawers here that are nice and handy. I can put them in there, get it out. I've got, there's a small chop saw right there. And then, just more, everything just goes in here. Maybe someday I'll put some doors on there. That was kind of my idea when I first started it, but for now, this will be fine. And then just for, I had this extra space, so I put some drawers in here. We've got, just whatever. They're not very deep, so they don't hold a lot of stuff, but I can put stuff in here out of the way when I need it. As you can see below the miter saw, I just have my simple shop vac dust collection system. It's nothing too complicated. It's just from the shop vac to this vortex thing or whatever they're called that collects the big chunks and then goes up through the bench to the hose that goes to the miter saw. And now I got this cool thing on Amazon that I can plug in the shop vac to and the miter saw, and it will, as soon as I power up the miter saw, it automatically turns on the shop vac, and then when I'm done, like 3 seconds later, it shuts it all off. Moving along, as you can see, I just added some drawers here. It just holds a bunch of stuff. These three are the same. Then I just had a big one. Now it's just got stuff in there that I just don't know where to put it just yet. And then here's this weird angle drawer thing that I made, mainly just to see if I could do it. Yeah, because it's kind of weird, but I thought it turned out pretty good. So it's just a big drawer that comes out. It's got pegboard on both sides. You can see I got some saws on here, and then on this side, it's just some blades, saw blades and things like that for the table saw and miter saws and stuff like that. So yeah, so that worked out pretty well. And then here is just a small drawer that's got pins and stuff in it. And then this is this has got hoses and stuff in it for shop vacs, and then so it just comes out. And then I didn't really know what to put there. I didn't really need any more drawers because they're kind of small anyways. So I just added this thing to see, again, if I can do it. So now we'll move up and then go back to where we started. So this is just my little desk area here. That's why it's got this little, I kind of set it in a little bit, and I didn't need that much space. It's shelves here. I got books and just more shelves over here for whatever. Whiteboard, I don't know. I had extra plugs over here, so when I'm charging everything, it's all right there. This little box here, there's actually a magnetic charger underneath the wood that goes to my phone. And at some point, I'm gonna finish adding the lights. I added some lights right here that turn on down here. There's just LED strip lights that run underneath. It was kind of an afterthought with the lights when I started building it, so I haven't quite figured out how to run all the wires up here yet, but everything is routed out underneath here for the LED strip lights, and I went ahead and added the little switches here. So yeah, so those are those, and then of course got to have my little parts storage here. Yeah, and then at some point right here, I haven't built anything yet, but I think I'm going to end up doing something for all the pocket hole stuff, because I do a lot of pocket holes. So that's why that isn't built yet. I just really haven't decided how I want to do it yet. Now with miter saw, one of the main reasons I built the bench, other than wanting to build something that actually is functional versus that other thing I had, built around this pretty much with this in mind. So there it is. As you can see, we fixed I fixed the issue I had when I first designed it. I wasn't thinking. And then of course this is just a big shelf up above it. These doors I added later on after I started doing it. So there's just stuff in there. Mainly because I'd never done these kind of cabinet doors, and I just wanted to practice doing it out here. Yeah, some more stuff there. This is the last bit of the bench here. I couldn't get away from the pegboard all the way. I like having certain tools handy, screwdrivers, hammers, chisels, things like that, just right there. So I use the pegboard just so I can reorganize it if I want to. It's a lot easier. And then I just built this little shelf here to go above it. One of the things I decided to do was do boxes for screws and things, these little plastic deals, because you get the cardboard boxes they come in, and they just over time they just go fall apart. So what I did is I just rip off the label off the box there, and I stick it in there, and then I put the screws in there, and they're all nice and handy. I can see them. I don't have to go digging off of a shelf, figuring out where they are. So yeah, and then just little bits and pieces and stuff. And then just up here, I can put various things. I keep my drills and stuff here because I use them all the time. And then of course, the French cleat wall Right now I've just got the two things on there, the pocket hole jig and the battery charger. But you know, I can put stuff up there. You know, eventually I need to build a you know, a slide for the table saw, things like that, like a crosscut sled, and then that'll probably end up hanging up here because it would be kind of big. So I don't know. Room to grow. That's the great thing. So there you go, guys. That's the new bench. I've got more videos coming out about specific things like that wonky drawer over there. I did one on the French cleat wall, just like building drawers in general. Some of the, you know, more, I don't know, complicated stuff, I guess. I mean, building a bench is not that hard, really. It's just a box with a top on it, just maybe different size. So yeah, now that the bench is done, the shop is clean and organized, I can't wait to get back to work. I've got so many projects in the house that I need to finish. So yeah, so I'm ready to get back to work. Let's make some, you know, sawdust and all that fun stuff. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching. If you like the video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to subscribe, that'd be pretty sweet too. And if there's anything in the shop or in the bench or whatever, anything that you want more information about, get me more, you know, have me get more specific on it, something like that, make a video or whatever, just throw me a comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer as many questions as I can. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. I gotta stop saying all right so much. I don't know why I keep doing it. I'm like Mr. McConaughey. All right, all right, all right. Fun drinking thing, go, I guess. All right, if you can watch. Count how many times take a shot every time I say all right there in one of my videos. You probably wouldn't last too long.